So hello guys, I'm finally back here. It's the Beast3365 back again with another video. I know I've been lazy with the content of the uploads recently. I mean, I just got back from summer holidays, and I'm gonna be uploading some more videos to the channel. So hope you guys enjoy. So this video is basically me explaining to you guys on the tips and tricks on how to play as a pro in Call of Duty. I'm just going to load up to here online, and we're going to go straight to the settings. Now I'm going to try to go as slowly as I can. I know I talk extremely fast, but I'll try to talk like as slow as I can. So the first tip that you would need to do for look inversion, I usually put this as standard, not inverted, just because it harms the way of my of how I look, of how I play in the game. So I usually just leave that to standard. Now for sensitivity, horizontal and vertical, I just leave it as 7, or usually people play as 6 or usually 8. But I think the best for everyone, or basically if you want to play as a pro, is 7. I think it'd be really good. Now controller vibration, I usually just leave that as disabled because I don't really like having to hear from the controller when you're shooting or when you're throwing grenades. It kind of annoys you and you kind of get screwed up, especially when you're trying to be in a gunfight and you're trying to aim towards somebody, and it just gets really annoying. So I just leave that as disabled. Now target assist, I don't know why I have to disable it. It's supposed to be enabled. Target assist and aim assist, I leave it as enabled just because it's better for your aiming. If you have like a really bad aim in this game, it's better to leave these as enabled because it helps you and improves a lot. Your aim will improve a lot if you leave this as enabled. Now button layout, I usually just play flipped. It usually works for everyone on PlayStation. Now if you're on Xbox, you can play L2 and R2, which is, I think it's easier for Xbox players, but for PS4 players, PS3 players, I think it's better to use flipped because you can use L1 to aim and R1 to shoot rather than L2 and R2 to throw lethals and throw tacticals. And button layout, I usually play stick and move. Now, the reason why I don't play default is because it gets a little bit hard with the X when you're trying to jumping around and stuff like that. I usually play on stick and move. It's way better for me. I think it's better for you guys if you want to play as a pro. And yeah, I think it's just better. And also, I usually change my buttons. So if you want to go to button accessibility from the PlayStation menu, you just go to settings and you go there, PlayStation button accessibility. I usually change to R3. So this one, the R3 button, the jump one, I usually change it to R3. Not R3, sorry, R2. R2 because I don't usually use R2 all the time, so I think it would be better to use it as R2. But if you don't like using R3, it'd be better to change it to R2 because R2 I never like throw tactical, I mean lethals like grenades. I never put trip mines or anything like that, so I haven't even used those before, so I think it's better just to use R3. But in my case, I use R2 because it's easier for me. Now stick layout. Okay, you just leave that as default. I never play Southpaw or Legacy Southpaw. Yeah. What else? Yeah, for audio now. Audio, I just leave master volume to 7. If you want, you can put that to 10 or 8 or 9 or whatever. I just leave it at 7 because that was the default. I think I left it on when I first started playing this game. Voice volume, you can change that. You can put that all the way down if you don't want to hear them just talking random shit and stuff like that. Music volume, I just leave it free. I never really listen to the music that much. SFX volume, I leave it to 9, and cinematics volume, I leave to 10. So those are the best ones for me for volume when you're playing a game. Now controller sound, I mean, I don't really like playing with controller sound. I just leave that disabled just because I don't like listening from the controller when they're talking. I'd rather listen from the TV because it's way better, or from your headsets because it's much better when you have headsets in. Audio presets, I usually just leave to Super Crunch. I think it's the best audio presets, especially if you're running headphones or headsets. I wouldn't recommend Treyarch Mix that much, but if you want to listen to the game audio really well, I usually use Super Crunch. So yeah, system test I just leave as default. Multiplayer dialogue I leave as enabled. Multiplayer music I leave as default, and subtitles I rarely even look at subtitles on the screen. I just leave that to off. Content filter, yeah, I just leave that. I think it's just when if you want to see blood on the game, or if you want to, if you're shooting somebody and you see blood everywhere, I just leave that to save. I don't know why. I don't like seeing blood on the floor. I don't know. I'm just not a really big fan of blood. Graphics, brightness, I usually just leave like this. If you want to put it all the way down, that's fine. But I usually leave up to like about here. It's a point where you can actually see the screen really well. Player name indicator, I just leave as full name, or if you want, you can change to abbreviated or icon only, but better just putting the full name. Safe area, yeah, this is a preview of your current display settings. So you can just go like this. See, how do you do this? I don't even know. I just leave it as default. Colorblind mode. Now this is only for people who are colorblind and can't really see colors that. I mean, you get what I mean. So we have off. We have deuteranopia, if that's how you pronounce it, protanopia, and tritanopia. Okay, and then we have, what else do we have? I think that's about it, or is there something else? Music tracks, yeah, I never play any of the music tracks. Network, okay. Muting. Mute, yeah, I usually just mute all except party. I put that as off for default, so yeah. I think that's about it. So yeah, those were the pro tips and tricks on how to play as a pro in COD with your settings. Those are like the pro tips and tricks for your settings if you want to play as a pro. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry I haven't been uploading a lot of videos, but I'll try to keep the rate of videos very constant here on this channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, make sure you're subscribed. Forget to turn on the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload. That way, when the notification comes up, you're able to watch it. And so anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later, and peace.